It was pretty gay.
Did you have to stay up all night?
Yeah, but for other reasons other than work.
Oh.
But yeah, it was
Family?
pretty busy. No, we had like a going away party. One of our guys he just got out, so we just partied really hard.
So when you do guard duty, are you standing at a gate and just checking IDs as people come in and out?
Hell no.
Oh.
That sounds horrible, and no, I don't do that.
Isn't that better than standing somewhere where there's no one? That way you get some interaction, or no?
The next best thing is handling explosives and just going off into a range and just nobody bothering you for 48 hours. That's what I do.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah, we don't have to interact with anybody. We just show up in the morning, do a little like, "Hey, hello, everybody's here. Cool. This is what we do today." And then we leave immediately. And like, I don't know whether that's like doing like fake IED calls or learning how to use certain pieces of equipment. We just go out into the field and do that for 2 days.
Oh. All right. That's nice.
Yeah, it's way more fun.
Tia was pregnant during the games. Crazy. I don't think so.
I don't know. The math ain't mathin'.
Why? How do we know how long she's been pregnant?
I mean, no, we don't. Let's see.
Yeah,
That
I don't
post
think
doesn't.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think she's pregnant during the game. I mean, how long ago were the games?
August.
At the end of August?
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's September, October, and we're all the way through November, pretty much. So that would be 12. She's 13 weeks now. If she got pregnant the night of the games, I don't know. Let me go to images. 13-week pregnant images. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe.
She doesn't look pregnant here.
We don't know how old that is, though, right?
No, we don't. But I'm just saying.
Let me see what Shane posted that pic of Willow with Big Sister shirt before the games. Yeah, it was Big Sister.
I mean, why else would she have a shirt like that, you know?
I just think of Big Sister like is in just like wasn't it with an A? When it's Big Sister like that, it could just be like just big. You think it's like referencing like?
I think it's referencing that she is a big sister. I don't think you can say one.
Okay, so then let's say she was pregnant at the games. That means the most she was maybe like 2 weeks pregnant.
Maybe
like 2 weeks.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you wouldn't even know, right? Like,
I mean, I'm trying to think how pregnancy test after 2 weeks. I mean, can a pregnancy test
get pregnant?
Pregnancy is like a pregnancy test at 2 weeks is likely too early to be accurate. When it says you should wait until you miss your period. Will pregnancy tests show yes, a home pregnancy test is very accurate 2 weeks after possible conception. Okay, maybe she was a couple weeks pregnant. I think I'm good with that.
Are you?
I mean, hardest physical test of your life while you're 2 weeks pregnant?
That is pretty crazy. I mean,
it would explain Wodipalooza, though.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The SoCal event?
Yeah.
I mean, she took last in an event that didn't make any sense. Is Shane a 3-pump guy? Who isn't? What do you mean?
Wow.
As opposed to what? What are the options? What are you talking about? As opposed to a 2-pump or a 4-pump? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Uh,
I think for her, it's pretty normal to be training like that or to still have that level of intensity even when she's pregnant, you know?
should I text Shane and be like, "Hey, can you come on and we talk about your new kid?"
That would be impressive if you did.
Negative. You missed your period exactly 2 weeks after your ovulation.
Negative.
You miss your period.
So if you're ovulating
Oh, yeah.
and you get pregnant, 2 weeks later, you miss your period.
Or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, right? I mean, basically, the period comes every month, right? So as soon as you get pregnant, obviously, it's gonna stop coming because there's one in the chamber growing.
Right. Correct.
I'm not sure I understand what she's saying. Do you understand what she's saying?
You're the way that like you're gonna get pregnant during ovulation.
Oh, right. Okay.
So if you have sex during your ovulation period and one gets planted in the chamber,
Yeah.
2 weeks later you will not have your period.
Yeah. Or 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
But I think the cycle is your ovulation occurs and then 2 weeks later it's your period.
When
Like
the so the
like
okay,
the
so
actual timeline of is your ovulation happens, the woman ovulates, and then 2
okay.
weeks later your period happens, and then all the eggs are flushed out.
So one of those ovary things drops an egg, and as it's coming down the fallopian tubes and into wherever it's supposed to go, that's called ovulation.
Mhm.
And then after that 2-week journey, then it spits out in a pile of blood, and that's called your period.
Correct.
That's a 2. Okay, 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 got it. Now I get it. Here we go. If you take a test the day you missed your period, the positive is exactly 2 weeks later, so you can know you're pregnant 2 weeks in.
Mm.
Nice try, but that didn't Caleb already beat you to it. Caleb, you know more than most women. I'm proud of you. There we go. That's good.
What can I say?
Well, that's cool. Congratulations. I'm
Yeah,
bummed that
that's
she
cool.
won't be I'm bummed she won't be competing.
You think she won't?
No. No, no.
Huh?
No,
When's the open? The open's like what is it?
no
February?
fucking
March?
way, dude.
She could do the open. She could probably do the open.
I'm almost embarrassed, that I'm gonna entertain this. Okay, let's do the rough math on this.
Come on. I mean, she would probably do in the top 10% of people in the world doing the open while pregnant or postpartum, like closely postpartum.
Let's say she's, 3 months pregnant right now.
Okay, so 6 months from now.
Okay, so the end of December will be 4 months, the end of January will be 5 months, the end of February will be 6 months, the end of March will be 7 months, the end of April will be 8 months, the end of May will be 9 months, and then she has June and July to prepare for the games. No,
Oh yeah,
and
she'd
then
have to do semifinals
yeah,
and
and then
quarterfinal. All right. All right. All right. All
let's
right.
say
All
she
right.
even gets a bypass, and then June she has to recover because the fucking the puss looks like it's the chick sat on a hand
A roast
grenade.
beef sandwich.
Yeah, the fucking hamburguesa's all fucked up. Uh, so she takes June off to recover, and then July 1st she starts. Oh my god.
All right. All right. All right. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, hamburguesa. Uh, Laura jumping for joy. Or Lucy, or what about Guzan? What about Guzan?
Hmm. I I would rather Lucy win, I think.
I saw a clip on over Guzan.
Yes.
Wow. That's
Sorry.
that's not very patriotic.
Sorry.
Lucy's coming on Thursday. If you're here, you can tell her. Hey, by
Okay,
the way,
cool. Oh,
I
by
hope
the
you
I hope you win.
probably more like Lucy jumping for joy than anyone. Guzan jumping for joy. Although, I do think that Lucy and Gazan would really like to beat. Like, I think people want the opportunity to beat Tia.
A Laura or a Tia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like how everybody thought when like Matt and Rich were competing, right? Like it's like, for fuck's sake, can we just beat this guy? Can somebody beat this guy?
Yeah. It would be a good I think it's good for the sport. I think it's good for the fans, like, when there's a passing of the crown.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you saw it at this last games when Lucy beat T in a couple workouts.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, blood in
Somebody
the
can
water.
somebody can do it."
Oh, so that's the only reason why Lucy beat her is because she was 4 weeks pregnant.
Shit, maybe.
Episode 4 of the Three Plane Brothers vlog is up. Don't wanna miss it. Trip to the dentist. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hey, something crazy happened this morning. I'm on this Robinhood app,
Yeah,
and I had $220 invested, over the last, week. I started last week. And
right.
last night when I went to bed, it was said 227. And then this morning I woke up and I have let me see how much money I got. This something must be going. I have $316. So overnight, my portfolio grew by 50%.
Wow. Well, that's good because my shit's been tanking.
I don't
It's
know
been
what's
really
going on. I don't know if it's my $40 I have invested in Tesla or my Google or my Bitcoin, but something happened.
hmm. Yeah,
All
Tesla's gone up.
all these
Everything was like riding like just a sharp nosedive lately, which is brutal to watch. I did not enjoy that.
everyone's these big ballers are pulling out of Nvidia. This guy I saw, I don't know his name, but I was looking on Twitter, and this one investor pulled all of his Nvidia stock and bought like $850 million in Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah,
What what is I
can
don't
you
get it.
imagine moving that much money? Do you do
No.
that on? Do you do that on your iPhone? Like with a couple clicks.
You do that on Robinhood. You transfer all your shit on Robinhood.
On Robinhood, it says basically you buy it, and then it says preview, and then you look at it, and then you push another button, and it buys it. I wonder if there's a certain amount of money that you're moving over or purchasing that there's an extra button you have to push. When you want to erase your whole iPhone, there's like 4, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a certain amount of money.
Robinhood made it like a game. It was like the first stock trading app that turned it into like some sort of interactive experience, you know? Like it's like fun to watch the app.
I'm really having fun.
Yeah, it makes sense.
How's everyone feeling in your household? My wife got so snotty last night. She did the Navage. That's like where you pump water in your nose and comes out. It's like a neti pot, but motorized. And then she was so snotty last night. I didn't sleep in the bed with her. Um,
Yuck.
I just thought I would give her space. You know what I mean? Like she was like,
Oh, that's brutal.
yeah. And I was like, oh, she probably just wants to be fucking left alone. Plus, I can't be in the bed. I can't. They can't be. I can't. Won't be able to
I
keep
can't
me.
sleep, dude. If it's like that,
And I just want to
no.
mash it anyway, and I feel kind of bad mashing it if it's sick.
Like that's at that if it's like that, I'm this close to smothering her with a pillow.
Well, none of that shit bother. I fall asleep like in 2 seconds, but
Mm-mm.
when I woke up this morning, no one was moving in the house, which is kind of strange. Like everyone was asleep.
Really?
Yeah, no movement. Like she wasn't out fucking with her bread dough. And usually when I'm up having my first cup of coffee, I'll see a kid come from the kids' room and walk through the house like a zombie and climb into bed with mom. I didn't see any of that shit this morning.
Mm.
Everyone was in their own beds. I do want to tell a story. So this morning I was on Twitter and I saw this footage of these 2 girls, and one of the girls was like 100 pounds bigger than the other girl, and she just walks up to her and starts just slapping her and beating her up. And it goes to the ground, and the fat girl landed on the semi-fat girl. It was like a 300-pound girl on top of like a 175-pound girl. And they were clearly in high school. It was like in a high school hallway. And the girl on the bottom was getting the shit beat out of her, and then she uh put the girl in closed guard. That's basically where you imagine someone laying on top of you and you wrap your legs around them the way like a girl would, like if you're having sex and you have your girl's legs up,
Mhm.
just standard missionary. So the girl on the bottom put her legs up around the other girl and then did a move that's called a sweep. I don't know what kind of sweep it was, but it's basically where it's one of the first things you learn in jiu-jitsu. It's where someone's on top of you and you roll them over and you get on top of them. Oh, You
This?
found it?
Yeah. You sent it to
Wow.
us.
Oh, I did? Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. Do you think okay, go ahead. Yeah, play this. This is a crazy clip. This is a crazy, crazy clip on why your kid should be doing jujitsu.
Where this person is minding their own business, and of course somebody's going to get up in their face and sucker slap them out of nowhere. And
oh, maybe the red. Oh, pause. Sorry, the redheaded girl. I'm sorry. Maybe she's only 120 pounds. I'm sorry. And the other girl's 220.
She's pretty small.
So immediately she's trying to get what's in jiu-jitsu. It's called closed guard. Immediately, and then she sweeps her.
Just rolls right over.
Just rolls right over.
The cameraman could have done a better job, but that's okay. It's a high school fight. I get it.
And she eventually gets on top of her and gets her and puts her basically on something that's called a triangle. See how she's holding her arms like that? All that stuff. That's all jiu-jitsu shit.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Will you pause a second? Pat, how big is she? How big is the girl in the gray sweatshirt? How heavy? Go ahead, tell me. How heavy?
I'm thinking like 200 some.
215? 205? Big sister chick? Yeah. How big? How big, Patty? 167. You're crazy. SEMA, two bills. Okay, 200-pound chick. And basically, she gets this chick on a triangle and she sits on her face and she starts turning her 200. Okay. 225. I'm going with Matt Burns. Anyway, so what's fucked up is eventually some people, she wasn't the aggressor. That get the more jiu-jitsu, more side control, then a full mount, and then a little ground and pound. And that other and that, and that
there.
Yeah, now she's gonna choke her out.
This part is so annoying.
Yeah, this part is so annoying. And what's lame is she comes back for more.
She obviously didn't learn the first time.
No.
Takes her to the ground again.
Just straight to mount. And listen, if someone mounts you like that the first time, like you leave that person alone.
Yeah, you don't win here.
Yeah, ever. you're not going to beat someone who knows how to do that.
And then they pull her off again, which is crazy. So crazy.
She ain't Pat, she ain't 200. Okay, fine. You pick a number, I'll retell the story.
She looks like you, Pat. Probably pretty close.
So this weekend I went to a jiu-jitsu tournament with my kids, and the entire team went undefeated. No one on the team lost it. We went to San Jose. No one on the team lost a match. And then yesterday we had a special training because there was a world champion who we wanted to train at our gym, and they came to the gym, and Ari fought this kid, and the kid started crying. Ari just crushed this kid, and the kid started crying, and the parents were like, wow, we've never seen our kid cry in a jiu-jitsu match. And anyone can learn this shit. Ari was by far my least coordinated kid, like by far. Like the other boys learned how to dribble a basketball a year before him. If you have kids, especially if you have a daughter, man, get them in jiu-jitsu. It's crazy. It is crazy. We got to the tournament. We went, so my oldest son, Avi, wasn't feeling well, so he didn't compete. And so we went to the tournament early because my younger son said he'd give the boy who was supposed to fight Avi a consolation match. And that kid's 11 and my youngest son is 8. And so this other kid would be 2.5 years older than him and 10 pounds heavier than him. And that's just the kind of confidence you start to get when you just know your skills, when you practice your skills. The kid didn't want the match. I don't know why the kid didn't take it.
Scared.
I don't know why he didn't take it, but it would have been awesome. And I saw them standing next to each other. He was a whole head taller than Joseph, and he had the crazy like tough guy haircut, shaved on the sides and shit. But get your kids in jiu-jitsu. You can't do it like have them do jiu-jitsu 3 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. It's pretty wild. And what's funny is we had people over at the house this weekend, and I've had this before with other friends too, where the fights are on, and I knew and the family didn't want the fights on and their kids to see the fights. Like somehow it was going to make their kids violent. I have the least violent kids ever. Like we were at the playground in Newport Beach, and some kid, Ari was doing pull-ups, and some kid just came up and hit him in the chest, and Ari just started laughing. And he came over to me and he's like, "Did you see that kid hit me in the chest?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Yeah." And I go, "What was that about?" He goes, "I don't know. He called me an asshole." I'm like, "What'd you say to him?" I said, "Hey, do you know how to spell asshole?" You know? It's like Jody Lynn, this advice is 28 years too late. I don't know. I'm guessing it's partially true for women too, but I don't. If you want to make your boy emotionally whole, so there's this thing. Let me go back a step here. There's this thing with fighting that I'm starting to understand. It's really hard to go your hardest, to give yourself permission to go your hardest. And there's something to it that's tied that I don't know if I'm going to be able to articulate, but it's really, really hard for someone to go their hardest because there's something that makes you so vulnerable and exposed when you're going your hardest. It's almost like fighting naked. And you have to give yourself permission to go there. And if you can get a boy to practice that and go to that place, they'll start to become really emotionally deep and whole and healthy. I don't know really how to explain it. I'm witnessing it in real time with my own boys. There was a parent there whose kids don't do jiu-jitsu, and the parent said, "Man, there's a lot of kids here that are crying." And there are a shitload of kids who are crying. And my son Avi said, "Hey, just so you know, they're not crying because they're hurt. They're crying because they're scared or because they lost. So they're crying before the matches and if they lose." And all my kids, not Ari, but Avi and Joseph used to cry all the time at jiu-jitsu mat tournaments. And I spent $1,500. I've told you guys this story a lot of times. I've spent $1,500 on jiu-jitsu tournaments before on Joseph before he actually did a match. So I would put him in the tournament. It would be $200, like $89 for gi, $89 for no gi. Sorry, Pat, $178. Sorry, not 200. Unless you figured in gas and then the snacks, maybe 200. So I'd spend $200. We'd go to the tournament. I'd get him all ready, and he would start to go out there, and then he would be like, "No, I don't want to go do it," and he'd start crying. And the very first tournament he ever, and this went on for a year. This went on for like almost 10 tournaments. And so after a year, one day he goes, he's crying, and I go, and I'm like. And I say to him, "Hey, you don't have to do it." And he says, "No, I'm going to do it." So he goes out there and he wins the match and he comes back. I'm like, "Hey, you were crying. Why did you do it?" And he said, "Well, the other boy was crying too. So if he was crying, I figured I could beat him." And he did. Wow. He won. But think about that journey. I don't think I've ever faced a fear like that. But these kids are 8 and 10 and 11 years old, and they've already faced that journey. There was something they were so terrified of that it made them cry every month. They faced it, and now my boy Joseph wants to go to every tournament. He's like, "Can you take me to Vegas to fight? Can you take me to Florida to fight?" So there was something he was completely terrified of that now he's in love with.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? What a crazy life experience to have in your toolkit already.
Yeah. And you keep putting him in those situations over and over and over until he's figured out that it's actually not that bad. Yeah. I mean, it was the same thing when you would bring your kid. I remember you talking about bringing them just to the class in general.
Yeah, obviously, yes.
and just sit on the side of the mat and cry and like, no, I don't want to do it. But you just like, okay, well, we're just going to keep showing up whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And then eventually they're like, oh, I want to go play with them. Let's go do that.
Yeah. I cry every time I walk into the gym in the morning. Well, you're too old to be doing that. That's not good. You used to be scared of Republicans. Oh, good point. That's a really good point. Okay, so I have my little victory too. Thank you, Dan. You're so good. Thank you. I feel better.
Nice.
So, what happened to the kid who didn't win? I don't know what happened. That kid I don't know what happened to that kid. That's a good question, Jeffrey. There are kids what's interesting is every tournament I do see autistic kids out there who are fighting, and I don't see those kids cry. Like they're almost like happy. It's a trip. And we have a couple kids in
autistic people just don't have emotions. I thought that was like the whole thing. They just don't.
I don't know, but we have a couple autistic kids in our academy, and they're very happy-go-lucky. And the other thing is when they're good, they're amazing, and when they're not good, they're just wet noodles. So like sometimes those kids show up and they're just fucking on point and just crushing, and then other times they don't even care. They're just kind of like
they're trained autistic, and the other ones are like jujitsu autistic.
Well, the same kid one day will be just completely like rolling around on the ground, like hugging the other kids and laughing and smiling, and then the next day he'll just be fucking executing the moves. It's a trip. But I haven't seen any of those kids. It's almost like they don't care if they win or lose. Joseph's kind of like that. Joseph doesn't even. One of my sons doesn't. He's the same whether he wins or loses when he comes off the mat.
Really?
Yeah, it's a trip. What I learned from my son is if you don't ask him if he wants to do training camp or sport, I would just sign him up and he would flourish. If I ask him ahead of time, he would likely say no. Yeah. So smart, dude. The parents who are engaging their kids in conversation are fucking insane. Every time, last night, my wife said to me, after training, she texted me and said, hey, can you buy the kids dinner? My wife wasn't feeling good. She's like, can you feed the kids before you come home? I said, sure. And like a fucking idiot, I said, what do you guys want? So stupid. So stupid.
Getting burritos, whether you like it or not.
Oh, it was so fucking stupid. I wish I could.
What'd they say?
I pulled into a fucking burrito shop and one kid's like, I don't want burritos. And then the whole debate fucking starts up, and I'm sitting in the parking lot in my car just going, oh, you fucking idiot. You idiot. You should have just pulled up and got out of the car. Like, you fucked a pooch.
That's amazing.
Did you cave? Yeah. I ended up taking them to Burgers. I did cave.
Wow.
I left that parking lot. Then it was even worse than that. I took them to another burrito place. I thought I was going to stand my ground.
Do you even get an unanimous decision?
No. Fuck no.
Like everybody's just like, no, I want this or I want this.
Hey, one of the worst things I think character traits I think about people is picky eaters. And one of my kids is a picky eater, and it's so hard for me to process. I just want to be like, dude, you're like, what does he want to eat? You get to eat. I don't even know. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. Like one of my kids doesn't like cheese, and I just think he's retarded for that. Cheese? Are you fucking kidding me? Cheese? I'd melt cheese on a tennis shoe and eat it.
Oh my God.
I could put peanut butter or cheese on anything and eat it. Just a big fucking pile of diarrhea. Throw some fucking peanut butter on it and mix it up. Eat it with a spoon.
That's fucking crazy.
I have two picky toddlers. Yeah, it drives me fucking insane. I have done on many occasions. I've done fine. Then you're not gonna eat. And then I put the food out, and he eats it. He always eats it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I'm giving him fucked up shit. Yeah, it is. It's not fucked up like I'm giving him fucking like overcooked spinach with squash, and it's not like that. It's like a hamburger, or it's like if you don't like. Besides sardines, if a pizza comes, you're eating it. I don't give a fuck what the toppings are.
Mm.
I don't care if it's fucking a mushroom pizza. Like, you're fucking like, what are you talking about? You're not gonna eat it. I have no empathy for that. I don't get it.
I don't really understand sardines. Like,
No.
I don't think I've actually ever had one, but they don't seem like appetizing
Or
whatsoever.
anchovies, that's what I mean, anchovies.
Yeah,
Anchovies,
same.
yeah.
They're like the same fucking thing, right?
Anchovies on salad or on pizza are just that smell is just
hard pass.
Yeah, and Avi will eat anything. Avi's one of we have these cans of clams. So you open up a can and there's like the way you would open up tuna and there's just like clam meat in there.
Really?
And
Okay.
Avi will eat one of those every other day. I think that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's just pure protein. He's like, "Can I have a can of clams?" I'm like, "Yeah, go for it.
Sure, fuck it.
Eat too."
You don't even have to like crack them open. They just come like that.
They're branded Patagonia too. You just it's like it has like a key on it, and you crack it back, and you just rip the top off.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he'll just rub those. I opened my wife's clam last night. Nice. Yeah, that's why I slept on the floor. I felt bad fucking fuck with the clam while she's sick. And that's the difference with boys and girls too. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm sick. I could have a deathly bad cold and a headache and diarrhea and fucking want to rail. There's no stopping me.
That's impressive. I'm down for the count. I don't even
yeah, those.
Got like a man cold.
Yeah. Not those, but the rectangle. None of those.
These ones up here.
Yeah, those ones. It's shaped like that, but they're not anchovies, they're clams.
Yeah. They come with sardines and beans if you want. That's pretty wild.
Keep going. Let me see if they have the clam. If I see the I don't see. Oh, go to page 2 maybe. Oh, those. Yeah, he eats those.
Mussels.
Yeah, mussels. He eats the lemon and herb mussels, a can of those. Fuck, those are $9. Yeah, I keep those in stock.
For one?
Yes, so.
Ugh.
I buy them in like in like a 12 pack or something.
Sure. Oh, you can get a candle gift set. That's cool. Good stocking stuffer.
What's that smell like? Your house just smells like fish.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I have a great video for you guys.
It's migrant food.
If I can find it. Let me see if I can find this video. There's a video. Oh man. How come this isn't going over to me? There's a Epstein. Huh, I wonder why this isn't going over. Let me refresh my Google. Jeffrey Epstein. There it is. Jeffrey Epstein. So I'm gonna tell you what happened, and then I'm gonna play you the video and show you this. So this is in there was in 2019 there was a hearing for Michael Cohen, who was Trump's attorney, and Trump got in a fight with his attorney. I don't remember what the details were, but basically he was testifying against Trump. I think it had something to do with the Stormy Daniels payments, the 34 felony thing. I think it had something to do with the fact that, if you guys recall, Trump paid Stormy Daniels out of his personal account when he was supposed to pay it out of his campaign account. It was like $135,000 or $150,000. And he made 34 payments to her. And those are the 34 felonies he had. And all because he paid it out of his personal account instead of his campaign account. I don't understand why that's illegal, but for whatever reason, that was illegal. You're allowed to pay off people to shut the fuck up. Even Congress has a slush fund to pay people to shut the fuck up. Oh, opposite of that? Oh, you think that he paid it out of his campaign and not his personal? No, I don't think so. That's what's so weird about it. Google that. Did Trump pay Stormy out of his personal or a campaign. The thing is they were saying that the reason why he didn't pay it out of his campaign is because he didn't want it to become public. The initial $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels was made by Michael Cohen from his personal funds. Later, Donald Trump reimbursed Cohen using his personal accounts and family trust. Yeah. So Trump paid him from his personal account. But they said he should have paid him out of his campaign account. And the argument is that he paid it out of his personal account and not his campaign account, because if he paid it from his campaign account, everyone would know. It's pretty crazy. I'll pull up this Google.
Very convoluted.
Yeah.
This is
Initial
wild.
payment in October 2016. Michael Cohen, Trump's personal lawyer at the time, used a shell company he created, Essential Consultants LLC, and his own personal funds to pay Stormy Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, $130,000 in exchange for her silence. There's nothing about an alleged affair. There's nothing illegal about that, by the way. Like I said, last year, Congress paid people $10 million. Congress has a fund, and they paid out $10 million. We don't know who they paid it to, but for people who were going after congressmen for diddling them.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting, right? They should release all of that. That's our money. Trump's defense maintained the payment was a personal expense meant to protect his family and reputation from embarrassment, which is not a campaign finance violation. They argued that because personal funds were ultimately used for reimbursement, no campaign laws were violated. Ultimately, Donald Trump was found guilty on all 34 felony counts because he made the payments in 34 payments, which is just crazy that that's 34 separate felonies, with the jury accepting the prosecution's argument that the records were falsified to conceal an unlawful agreement to influence the election. This is fucking nuts. That every time they say our president's a felon, that's what they're referencing. It's fucking nuts. It is nuts.
They just think that word
even Pat agrees with me on this. Even Pat and David Weed agrees with me on this. They're like, what the fuck?
That'd be surprising.
Anyway, and it should have been a misdemeanor anyway if he got busted for it. So basically, Michael Cohen was testifying, and there was a congresswoman there, Plaskett, and you'll see her in a minute. And she's a Democrat, of course. And while she was asking Michael Cohen questions, Jeffrey Epstein was watching live and texting her and telling her what to ask and coaching her.
Oh, boy.
Because he hated Trump and he was trying to coach her to fuck Trump. Not like fuck like as in ride his cock, but like fuck his shit up.
Huh.
And what the Washington Post did, and I'm going to show you the video, they took video of her with the time code on it. And since all of the texts that were released in the Epstein files have a time code on them, you can see her looking down at her phone and also read what her and Jeffrey Epstein were texting back and forth.
Wow.
That's pretty slick, right?
Yeah.
This is pretty crazy. Newly released documents reviewed by the Washington Post appear to indicate that during the 2019 hearing where Michael Cohen testified, Jeffrey Epstein was texting Dell Stacy Plaskett, Democrat, Virginia Islands. So, I think that's delegate. Yeah. So what's crazy is because she's from the Virgin Islands, she's not even a voting delegate. She doesn't even get a vote. Nice. I don't even know why she's there. Here we go. It's playing. The Post reviewed multiple video feeds from the hearing and matched the texts which were sent in Pacific time with the video.
This was when Barack Obama was president of the United States.
He asks her, "Are you chewing?" That's what Epstein texted her. "Are you chewing?" She must have been like eating something.
And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago.
Not anymore.
He commented that only black people could live that way. Attorney Klein.
Then Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of the secrets. That's what Epstein texted her.
Privilege, yes, I will turn it over.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony.
And then she writes back, Rona, question mark?
You have suggested you are going to review that. Did you review? Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record, yes or no?
Yes.
Question, you helped out the
And
president.
then she texts him, quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym? She doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. And she's asking Jeffrey Epstein.
Wow. She's fucking retarded.
Corey Leonard, quick reminder, Epstein didn't kill himself. Oh, Sean M. Chewing must be a code for something. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, DEI hire for sure. 100%. 100%.
Campaign, or were involved in the campaign as a representative, as a spokesman, even in your words today, it was your idea for the campaign dating back to 2011. Is that accurate?
Epstein writes back to her, that's his assistant.
Rona?
She thought it was a fucking acronym. It was Cohen's assistant. And that's why Epstein said keeper of all the secrets.
Huh.
So Rona is Michael Cohen's assistant.
Accurate, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They
and
are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with?
So Alan Weisselberg is the chief financial officer.
You got to quickly give us as many names as you can so we can get to them.
And that's what cracks me up. She's acting like a tough guy. Fucking, she's just a fucking Epstein pawn. Hey, by the way, I think the Virgin Islands are down there where his island is. So she probably...
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's part of that territory, isn't it?
Yeah. So she's one of his hookers. Was Epstein tapping her? How did he know her? Yeah, for sure. He was tapping her. He was something her.
Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
Oh, it's Trump's assistant, not Cohen's assistant. So Rona is the keeper of the secrets. It's Trump's assistant.
She be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his.
And then Epstein tells her good work. He's giving her a fucking attagirl.
Wow.
And she's involved in a lot that went on.
It's fucking nuts.
Amazing.
Yeah, she was a pawn doing the Dems work and Epstein's little whore. She was too old for Epstein to tap. Fair enough.
Thanks.
Jeremy World, I work with people like her every fucking day. Like acting like tough guys, but they have fucking no idea what's going on. They're just overcompensating.
Incredible.
The unhinged behavior of her and the DC delegates makes the compelling case for ending delegate representation. Yeah, I don't even know why she's there, why she gets to be there. There should be no phones available during a hearing. Come prepared. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like trivia night at the bar. No phones allowed.
It's a good point. It's crazy how many stories have been made up about fucking Trump. They're just fucking endless. They're just like, they're just throw anything and everything at him that'll stick. Like they're just trying so fucking hard. Only black people can live like that. What a savage line. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going back and forth with someone in my Instagram comments because they're telling me that not all Muslims believe in violence, and I'm like, well, then they're not Muslims. And they're like, well, you just think Muslims are bad because of the 9/11 attacks. I'm like, no, not at all. I never even fucking once brought that up. It's the fact that being Muslim means that is what you call someone who practices Islam, and someone who practices Islam follows the Quran. And someone who follows the Quran believes in Sharia law and other things. And if you look at the Quran, it's a sex and death cult for young men. Men are rewarded with pussy, whether they die fighting to bring Sharia law or whether they live. If you live, you get to fuck the wives of the captors, of the men you killed, and if you die, you get the big bosomed, long, thick, black-haired women in heaven. I don't understand where the good Muslims fall in that. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. Oh, I know what you're gonna say, Pat. You don't know about all the bad things Christians do. You're right, I don't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Faulty logic unless you think people aren't Christian if they don't want gays to be killed for being gay. I don't think it says in the Bible it says that gays should be killed. I don't think it says that.
I don't think it says that either.
But you're right. If you can show me that, you're right. I will. Hey, Pat, do you see how fucked up you are in that? You think like you're going to try to pin me down somewhere with your faulty logic. You're using faulty logic. I don't have a double standard on that. And speaking of double standard, when people say that you have a double standard for men and women, I just realized it's not a double standard at all. It's for men and women. They're different. They're different. I just realized that. I don't know that, Pat. I don't know that. I've just never heard that. I've never heard, no one's ever showed me in the Bible, or I've never seen in the Bible where it says kill gays. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. But what I have seen is you use faulty logic and just go after anytime Muslims are brought up, a pivot to Christians. We can do a whole show. If you can find that, we can do a whole bit on how if you don't want to kill gays, then you're not Christian. We can do that. I'm open to that. This is some scary shit. This is in the front of the plane. A guy is praying. This is in the front of the plane, and a guy is praying, and they're asking him to leave. Where that steward is standing is right where the cockpit is of the pilots are right behind that. And that guy's doing his fucking Muslim prayer right there, and they're telling him, "Hey, dude, you have to go sit down in your seat." And that's his buddy right there, I think. The steward on the phone. Can you imagine this shit? You're on this plane, and this dude's fucking up in the front, and he won't leave. No, thank you. Oh no, that must be another steward up there. So maybe it's two stewards. Pat, you'd be just shivering in the back right now, right? Scared. Look at this dude. He gets up, he's done praying, and fucking punches the fucking homosexual steward.
Wow. Wow. And that's why you can't do that.
The Bible, it says men should not sleep with men like men do with women.
Huh.
Punches the steward. Now here's listen closely. Here's I guess this is after the plane has landed and the cops are on here to get the guy. Hey, it sounds like they're speaking French too. Only in France. Allah Akbar.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Come on.
Allahu Akbar.
Welcome to France.
Wow.
Hey, is that plane still in the air?
No, I don't think those cops would be there.
No, thank you. I would not want to be on that flight. If you knew jujitsu, you could just put that fucking dude to sleep.
He should be put to sleep. That's insane.
Pat, I wish you wouldn't use the word religion. I don't think you know what that means. I don't think you know what that word means. To be fair, there are multiple examples of Levitical law commanding stoning to death for breaking the law in Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Fulfillment of Old Testament law by New Covenant is another matter. Oh, meaning in the Old Testament, it says you should stone the gays, but in the New Testament, when Jesus came, he absolved all that shit. You don't got to follow the rules anymore. Mr. Lang, Christians tend to forget that God killed all of Egypt's firstborn sons and millions more in his flood. Also, it says, if you lay with another man or as a man, you shall be put to death. But do you see the difference there? It's God doing it. It's God doing it. It's not the people doing it. And so you don't even believe in God. So it's not even real. Two Toes, God gave man free will. When shit gets bad enough, he sends floods, famine, disease to clean it up and bring believers closer to him. Yeah, they think everything. They think God does everything. Christ came to be the law. Oh, I like that.
God created Muslims so they would cleanse the earth.
Did you read that somewhere? Or you just made that up?
I just made that up.
Oh, that's good. Anyway, no Allah Akbar on the plane. I'm all for freedom of speech, but like if you can't say the word bomb on a plane, you can't say Allah Akbar.
Yeah, I think people have PTSD from that, right? It's not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool. Sean Lennerman, Sebi, I think the argument you're looking for here is that after this all happened, God sent his only son so the world can have forgiveness. I'm not making excuses for Christianity. I'm not making listen. If I say to you, listen, here's the distinction. If I say to you, hey, Caleb, I know you want to fuck me in the ass and I want to be fucked in the ass, but if we do it, we don't get to go to heaven and God might kill us. That's one thing.
Damn, that sucks.
But if I find out my neighbor, Caleb and I find out our neighbor's having anal sex with his best friend, who's a boy, two boys are having anal sex, and we go over there and behead them, that's totally different. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Freedom of speech versus freedom from violence from your neighbors. It's a huge difference. It's not a justification. There's a huge difference. If I tell you today, Pat, the way you and I think about religion, you're saying that it's the same for me to say, hey, Pat, if you're not nice to your neighbor, Snuffleupagus is going to come sit on you and kill you in your sleep tonight. That's what the Christians are saying. And you're like, okay, I'm really scared. Versus me coming over there and fucking beheading you. I don't understand how you don't see the difference. I don't. One of them's just fucking words coming from my mouth, and the other one is fucking coming over there and fucking actually doing something. You don't even, how can you say that? You don't even believe in God. At least you admit that God killed innocents for no reason. It's a fucking book, dude. Do you believe Harry Potter? It's just a book, dude. Speaking of unfucking believable things, I do not understand this at all. I am so curious how this is going to go down. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Fight is set to go down in a matter of weeks after the matchup with Gervonta Davis was scrapped. So, how big is Jake Paul? How
Like 5'10",
big is Jake Paul? I wonder how much he weighs.
6'1".
6'1", 227 pounds. Anthony Joshua.
When he fought against Mike Tyson, that's how much he weighed.
Okay. Anthony Joshua is 6'6", 252 pounds.
Whoa.
So he's 25 pounds bigger and 5 inches taller. Anthony Joshua I think he knocked out Ngannou. I'm gonna show you guys a picture. Oh, I don't want to go to Reddit. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Francis oh shit, why isn't this page loading? Stand by. You have a picture of Ngannou and Joshua next to each other?
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua is huge. He's a legitimate. This is and that's Francis Ngannou, who's huge himself. UFC fighter, and these guys fought. So for those of you who don't follow boxing, there was a boxer named Tyson Fury. And he was what you call the lineal champ, meaning he's the champ of all champs. And this guy Ngannou on the right fought him and beat him. Then Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury was considered maybe the best heavyweight ever. Then this guy on the left, Anthony Joshua, beat up Tyson Fury, I think. Did he? Did Joshua beat Tyson Fury? Joshua Tyson Fury. Who won?
Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury haven't fought each other yet.
Oh, they haven't?
No.
Oh. All right, so much for that story. Either way, this guy Anthony Joshua is a fucking legit fucking contender, like as one of the best heavyweight boxers alive right now. And he's going to fight Jake Paul in 2 weeks. Jake Paul was scheduled to fight a guy, Gervonta Davis. And Gervonta beat up his wife, allegedly. And Gervonta Davis is 5'5", 135 pounds. That's what he fights at. And Jake Paul was supposed to fight him. Now he's going to fight a guy who's 122 pounds heavier. He's going from fighting, and Gervonta pulled out of the fight because he was beating his wife.
Yeah, that's a pretty consistent thread for that guy, isn't it? That's why he couldn't fight that Mexican kid or whatever.
Ryan
Garcia.
Ryan Garcia. I remember they had a press conference with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis couldn't even talk. And Jake Paul looks at him and goes, "Wow, you are legitimately stupid." And he is. Gervonta Davis is like legitimately stupid.
Yeah, for sure. He's like illiterate, and all he knows is how to box.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was crazy because Jake Paul was just like, "Oh my God, you're dumb."
Imagine being dumb, and then your job is to get the shit beat out of you. Like you're just fighting people getting punched in the head for hours every day.
I actually don't believe
damage.
Miss Burns. I actually don't believe it. Talking snakes. Hey. Anyway, the Jake Paul's fight's gonna be crazy. Hey, let me ask you this, Miss Burns. Let me ask you this about the talking snakes things. Did Adam and Eve have a language? Did they talk? Did they have language?
Well, wouldn't they have?
I'm guessing they didn't have language. And if you didn't have a language, how would you think? So if you didn't have language, how would you think? Yeah, they had a love language. They must have been fucking like rabbits. And so just think about what you would be without language and then think, oh, you don't think if you were like, I'm saying if you believe in the Bible, then wouldn't you think that you could talk to everything, trees and snakes or communicate? I guess talk isn't the right word, communicate. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a stretch. I can't fathom. Man, it would be a trip. It would be a trip to think without language. And that's taught to you. Isn't in the Bible somewhere where he gives, does it talk about God in the Bible giving people language?
I thought that was in like the
Babel Tower? Tower of Babel?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Say yes. The Christians say yes.
Sean Lenderman, read my comment. Yes, there was a universal language until the Tower of Babel was destroyed. I wonder what that language was. Settle down, buddy. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. This is my podcast. Settle down.
Jesus.
Settle way down. Deep breath.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you don't even know this. Now you're just talking. I've studied it a bit more than you and definitely way more than 7. Oh, you don't even know. You don't even. Blocked, yeah. Caleb, block Miss Burns. Just block her from the show. Just for a month. All right. The Gavin Newsom story is getting interesting. I brought it up the other day. They've arrested Gavin Newsom's based on FBI investigation that was opened by Kamala Harris and Joe Biden back in 2022, 2021, 2022. Gavin Newsom's head of staff, chief of staff from 2022 to 2024. She was arrested 2 days ago. She's posted $500,000 bond from stealing money. It shouldn't surprise anyone. The Democrats are such scumbags. And yesterday it got even more complicated. They've arrested a few more people in the inner circle for stealing money, along with stealing $1 million in COVID relief. California's gone to shit. Just complete and utter shit. Newsom is a scary, scary man. This is Roken News. This is called Inside America's Robbery Capital. Most of these places in this video, I affectionately called home for many, many years. Oakland was such a great city. Berkeley was so great. That part of the Bay Area was amazing. It was just flourishing. So many cool things there. So many young people opening up cool shops, breweries, coffee shops, like cool little stationery stores, tiny toy stores, tiny bookstores, all this cool shit. And then the progressives came in and we got all these DEI mayors and police and defund the police. And I highly recommend watching this whole thing, but I'm just gonna show you the first minute of it. Here we go.
You'll see a motherfucker dead sitting in the middle of the street for hours.
Guns is everywhere. See something? You feel me? Look, you might get your whip took. Nice. You wanna come to hell with me?
This was a beautiful place, from one end all the way through West Oakland, and look at it now.
6 years ago, Oakland was on the rise. Property values were climbing, crime was coming down, and it was home to 3 major sports teams.
home to 3 major sports teams: the Raiders, the Warriors, and the Oakland A's. All gone in 6 years.
Including the championship-winning Warriors.
The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions.
But 6 years later, all 3 teams are gone. Its streets are covered with trash. Businesses have fled. Its disgraced mayor faces decades in jail. And
yeah, the mayor's been indicted. This is what it's like shopping in Oakland.
Has the highest robbery rate in the country. So what happened to Oakland? We went there to find out, and what we saw was a progressive government experiment gone terribly wrong.
This is the results of progressive policies.
Across the bay from San Francisco, Oakland has a population of over 400,000. It was founded during the gold rush and became a hub for the auto industry in the early 1900s. By 1935, Oakland called itself the Detroit of the Pacific. It was the West Coast's biggest car manufacturer.
Done. It's now like the murder and crime capital. There was something in here that says 1 out of every 30 residents gets robbed every year. Like something like 67 fucking car thefts a day. I had my car stolen there.
Yikes.
Oh, it's so fucked up. Their mayor's a shitbag. They have this is one of those cities where they do universal income based on the color of your skin.
Oh, that's cool. So I'd probably make less there than I do now.
Seattle, yeah. Seattle is Seattle mayor. Did you see what happened? Seattle got a new mayor.
No, what happened? Everything get worse than it already is.
It's so crazy. I was reading like her bio. I think it said she lives with her mom or something. It was some crazy shit. She's an American politician, activist, community organizer, and writer, Kate Wilson, who's the mayor of Seattle. Wilson, the co-founder and executive director of Transit Riders Union, a group that focuses on improving public transportation. Seattle's fucked. They are so fucked.
Progressive coalition builder, mom, mayor-elect of Seattle. It's time for new leadership. Come join the team.
She's been focused on improving public transportation in Seattle and King County, where she's been a paid full-time employee since 2019. So she's been on welfare since 2019. She earned $73,000 from a nonprofit in 2022. She also served as the executive director and the group's board president, an unpaid position. Man, this is just going to be a massive redistribution of wealth in Seattle. Basically stealing from the rich and the middle class and giving to fucking drug addicts.
She's the most generic-looking white person I've ever seen.
She wants to eliminate the cost to ride public transportation. Do you know what kind of scumbags you're going to get sleeping on the bus now? Listen to this. In 2020, Wilson played a role in the creation of Seattle's Jumpstart Tax, a payroll tax on private employers to fund affordable housing. So you want to start a small business? Cool. We're going to tax you. Not we're going to reduce your taxes and help you. We're going to take money from the most innovative group of people who want to push the economy forward and give it to people who contribute nothing, homeless people.
That's a good idea.
God, this is so fucked up.
She was endorsed by Zoran Mamdani, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, Wilson's campaign was likened to the campaign of Zohran Mamdani in 2025 New York City mayoral election. She criticized Harrell for being part of the status quo and not properly addressing the homeless and sleeping individuals. Anyone who still calls them homeless is so confused. She supported defund the police.
Awesome. Love that.
Seattle's toast. She's married to fellow activist Scott Myers.
Oh, I'd love to see a picture of this guy.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I thought. How beta is this dude going to be? God, so few people voted. Oh my goodness. Seattle is done. Oh my goodness.
There you
Oh
go.
my goodness.
I think this is him.
Are you sure? I want to believe it's oh, that's him. I so
I don't
want to
know.
believe it's this other guy.
What do you have?
I need more pictures of that dude if that's him. I want to believe it's this dude. Look at this dude on the left's arms.
Oh my god, he's a fag.
Wow. I think unfortunately
so
you're
bad.
right. What's her name? Kate Wilson?
Katie Wilson husband. Let's see. Yeah, it's that guy.
God, I want to see more pictures of him. I want to see his physique. I want to judge his body.
He's a soft body.
Nothing like a bagel. And he wears a watch. Oh, poor Seattle. Let's look at Pelosi's chest. I saw her daughter might be running for office.
Oh God.
And
There's
Scott
another
Wiener's
one.
going to be running for Senate, and her daughter's going to run for Scott Wiener's spot. And her daughter has a huge set of hammers too. Her daughter's fat. America is fucked. I hope not, David, but it is I just wish we could get some filthy rich tech billionaire to be fucking president of Seattle or mayor of Seattle.
Good luck.
It's so sad. I sent someone that Oakland video yesterday, and I said, "Hey, this is what happens to Let me see if I can find I said because even the gangsters in that Oakland video I was showing, at one point they're interviewing a bunch of dudes, these gangster dudes who are talking about killing and stealing, and they're like, "Yeah, the whole city's fallen because of defund the police and all the progressive politicians." They said we used to all be Democrats and we're not anymore. Even the gangsters don't like it. And then I sent this to someone. I said, "Hey, this is progressive politics." And the person wrote back to me, "It's not progressive politics. It's rights without responsibilities." People are required to be responsible. Yeah. Progressive politics is what absolves people of responsibilities. Progressive. Shit, I spelled responsibilities wrong. Are you a good typer?
Yeah.
Did you take typing?
Yeah.
I suck.
That when I was in elementary school, they would give us a keyboard and it had like a little like orange rubber film over all the buttons, whatever the fuck you call them, across the keyboard, so you don't see what letters that are.
Yeah.
And then you just have to keep typing. They like prompts you what to type, and then you just do that. And they kept telling us not to look at our fingers. So if I was like looking down to see where my fingers were placed on the keyboard, they would cover them with like a wood block, so you couldn't actually see where your fingers were.
And it worked?
Shit, I don't know, dude. I probably learned better typing when I was on MSN Messenger talking to chicks all day. Yeah.
Can you type without looking at the keyboard?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. When I started working at CrossFit, Tony saw me typing, and he said, "You obviously don't value your time." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you would type faster if you learned how to touch type." I took the class in high school, but I just cheated my whole way through. Like I would take other at the end of every class, you had to turn in the sheet of paper with your typing on it, and I would always take some other kid's paper and write my name on it.
That works, I guess.
Joke's on me.
I've gotten pretty good at typing, and then obviously just having to look stuff up for the show. get pretty good at it.
Yeah, I suck. I got a nice thank you note from someone this morning telling me how much they appreciate the show, that they were a full BLM vaccine person. It was totally out of the blue. Yeah, someone I did not expect. And saying that you were the first show I heard that spoke up against it, and thank you so much. Because it unfucked me. That's really cool.
That's impressive. You do like one of those. You probably have like one of those a month.
Yeah, that's the crown jewel of doing the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I took typing and still suck almost 40 years later.
Well, I mean, you were typing on a typewriter, Jeffrey.
Brian Friend DM'd me to have a discussion about a comment I made about his disparaging comments about TDC and cross. Yeah, if you have 3 hours, go ahead and call him.
Jesus Christ.
And I'll tell you exactly what he's going to say, because I've had the conversation with him 100 times. Oh, thank you so much. So few people are unwilling to have honest conversations. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being so forward with me. Oh, thank you. People are just trying to hate on me. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate this. Okay, I'll try to do better. Someone sent me a screenshot of something he posted this weekend. I wanted to throw up.
Was it a post-workout selfie?
Yeah, he's looking in the mirror. It's like it's crazy.
What's the point of that? What are you getting out of that?
I don't even know. I wish people wouldn't send me that shit. I don't want to just like. I guess WFP made some. I don't even. Chandler Smith posted, if you're a fan of and want athletes from something you love to do what they do better and in front of more people, keep tuning in. If you don't want fitness athletes to have as much support as we can and try to rewrite what's possible for them, then don't, I guess. Or the I don't understand anything that guy said.
I'll pull it up so we can read it. Because WFP just posted prize purses or whatever.
1.26 million. That's awesome. That's crazy.
That's
for this year. Total value across all 40 signed pro cards. That's crazy.
But that's across what, 6 events or 7 events or something?
Yeah,
and you're getting paid out 30
No,
grand
3 events. Three events, right?
Okay. 3 events and then the main. I don't know.
That's pretty crazy. Didn't that guy Roger say that they spend $2 million on every event? And so if they do 3 events a year, that's $6 million.
Yeah, that sounds
You're
right.
telling me WFP spends $2 million on an event?
For what? GHDs to fall apart?
What's
Concept 2 bikes to get stuck and not work?
What's calculate? What's 2 million divided by 50? Oh shit. I accidentally downloaded a calculator app. How do I find the calculator? Oh, here. 2 million 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros divided by 50 equals
40,000.
So if they could give away $120,000 a week in a Kill Taylor episode.
Wow.
Because that's $6 million a year. Imagine if we did Kill Taylor and every week we gave away $120,000 to anyone who could beat Taylor, and every week you didn't win, it went up by $120,000.
Fuck.
Do you think that would be more? Do you think that would be more popular than WFP?
1,000,000 times over, yes.
What if you just gave away $5,000 a week?
Even better. It's just, maybe not even better, but that would be the same. Be just as exciting. With zero, like, there's no cost to producing the event. We just sit here and bullshit people, send them links.
God, it's fucking crazy. The 11th place pro card earner gets $20K. And the 18th through 20th card earner guarantees a whopping $10K in their card. I sure hope they're putting more money in event prize purses. I don't know, dude. They're giving away a shitload of money. Or how about for December, $1,000 a week, brought to you by Paper Street Coffee, PAPERST Coffee. Yeah, December's going to be cool. I think we're at $2,500 right now.
Yeah.
We didn't do one this week because Taylor was at Mayhem. I don't know what we're doing. I think next week we're doing one, but we're starting early. I think we're at 20. Yeah, because I'll be at another jiu-jitsu tournament. Yeah, it's crazy to think of it like that. They could give away $120,000 a week and have just a really fucking low budget show. They would get so much fucking attention. Hey, they could probably, if you're giving away that much prize money, you could probably go to Netflix and Amazon with it, just right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge purse. It's like any of those game shows. Like if you got like $1 million to give away, $100,000 to give away, whatever it is, something more than $500 a week. Like I think people enjoy watching that.
Dude, you could give away you give away $50,000 a week. You put it on Netflix or Amazon. All sorts of people would jump on too for the eyeballs.
Yeah, of course.
And every week you just keep adding the prize purse to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking nuts. If you want, we're making episode 4 launch this morning of the Three Flame Brothers vlog, and episode 5 will have some of their jiu-jitsu matches. Barstool Sports did that as a golf tournament, the Internet Invitational.
Oh yeah, they found some random hot chick that was working on the golf course, and they had her compete in it.
You would see all those CF haters and other fitness circles all of a sudden come out and fail. It would be a huge visibility. Yeah. I mean, dude, you just pick, like, you could pick $20,000 a week, and you could pick, you just use, keep using Taylor and just pick he can just keep programming workouts that no one can beat him in. So just crazy people will have to come out of the woodworks. People would start training for Kill Taylor.
It would be huge.
Someone else also said that they should just do one event a year and give away $500,000 for first place.
That's fucking sweet too.
I know. I thought, yep.
It'd be like Rogue. It's just another version of Rogue. You know.
Yeah.
Like you've got the wallet for it. You just put on like one really good event, do it right, give away a fuckload of money.
And hey, with the technology that's available now, you could do some pop-up event somewhere that's kind of like illegal and film it so good. And those types of things would make it you know what I mean? Like do it somewhere where you don't have a permit or something to do it.
Yeah.
Like one of the events or two of the events. And you could make it so it's actually different.
Right.
Quarterly for $100K. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Hey, and do you know what else is crazy too? Something like that too. Like any venue, like there'll be all sorts of tricky venues that will start accepting you probably for free. Nothing like, obviously like stadiums and shit. But like if you're going to give away $100,000, I guarantee you Dave's going to let you come to the ranch and do it.
Yeah. It'd be a cool place to do it for sure.
You want to break down UFC 322 this weekend? I don't know. I was texting with Jack a little bit. I was trying to love on him.
Yeah, I bet he's feeling pretty shitty, huh?
Yeah, I'm dying to know what his deal was. Jack De La Maddalena has been a guest on the show a handful of times, fought this past weekend, and he lost. But he didn't something. Did you see him during the walkout, how his brow was all furrowed and shit? And he was doing this shit with his teeth the whole fight. I think something was wrong with him.
He looked pretty bad towards the end. Like, obviously his face was fucked up, but like he just didn't look. He looked dejected. He looked like he got beaten.
Yeah, even after the first or second round, something I don't know if he was in pain or what was going on. He did not seem like himself. Are you fucking kidding me? Shut the fuck up, David.
That's pretty bold.
David said he's the worst UFC champion ever. That's fucking retarded.
I don't think so.
I don't think he got his ass kicked. Here, let me tell you what happened. Islam Makhachev is a pussy and was scared to fight him, so he took him down. But Sebi, that's part of MMA. Fine. Islam Makhachev will then go down as the most boring. He could be the fucking George Floyd, Walter Payton. No, Floyd Mayweather. He could be the Floyd Mayweather of the UFC. Cool. Okay, you have 50 wins, but your last 10 fights you fought like this. Fine. Cool. Islam sucks. He's boring as fuck. And he's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. Fuck that. Marab is the GOAT. And everyone knows it. He did not get his ass kicked standing up. Are you fucking kidding me? He was fucking Islam up, standing up for the fucking 30 seconds they were standing. Yeah, Max, dude just fought up a weight class and beat the champ for 5 rounds. Listen, he fucking fought he got his ass beat by fucking Volkanovski in the first fight. He couldn't even fucking beat the dude fucking easily, who was the fucking 145-pound champ. You're out of your fucking mind. People forget that because they fucking believe those hype videos that fucking UFC makes. Don't forget, Volk fucked him up. It was the 5th round. He had Volk in a rear naked choke, and Volk was beating his fuck.
Oh, lost your audio. Savon. Yep. We can't hear you, Savon. Hello? Can't hear you.
I got muted. Sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I don't know why this phone's not working. Search for all. This thing just went haywire. Okay, go ahead, Jeremy. Hello? Yeah, I agree, Dan. JDM posed 0 threat after the first 20 seconds. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that. But when you take a guy down for 5 rounds and you can't fucking win, it's because you're fucking scared. He was fucking scared. He was fucking scared.
I found that wild that JDM came out and went pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? He went off. And then retreated, I don't know, whatever, to like, maybe like, almost like he thought that was a bad idea, when in fact it was the right idea. Like, go after him. Like,
well, yeah, but something was either wrong with him, or he got really scared after the first round getting taken down, because he wasn't himself after that first takedown. But I think we're going to find out, just like in the Gilbert Burns fight, how he had a fucking broken arm. I think we're going to find out something happened to him.
I think he came out, you're talking about his face and his demeanor. He seemed just very intense. Like, and I don't think we've seen that side of him, but I think he knew what he was going up against. So I don't think anything prior to the fight, I'm open to being wrong, but I don't think prior to the fight anything was wrong. I just think he came out like, whoa, like this dude like really means business. Then those leg kicks, man, those leg kicks are savage, man. And I think that's what happened. He got murdered on his right calf. And you know, anytime you got something like that going on, and you know, your game is to punch, kick. You know, when that gets effed up, you know, it's game over. But what I was saying is, do you remember Anthony Pettis back in the day?
Yeah. I think he still
Lightweight
fights
champ
like
for-
PF. I think he still fights PFL or something, right?
He runs Anthony Pettis Fighting League now, so I don't think he fights anymore.
Okay.
But he was my boy because he was from Milwaukee. Not saying I had like this crazy personal relationship with him, but I would see him at like our kids' soccer games. He would come to my gym to get massages from one of my dudes, and but he was the same, where he could kickbox with you all day, and he jumping off cages, kicking dudes in the face. Like he was, but when it came to fighting anyone that was even barely good at wrestling, game over. And I don't think JDM is.
But that's not. But that yeah,
but like,
that's not JDM. JDM's not over. I mean, he beat up. Hey, dude, in the hype for that fight, those same fucking pundits were saying it was a close fight between him and Bilal Muhammad. He kicked the shit out of Bilal.
Yeah, he pretty much owned Bilal. But I think we saw a guy in Islam who call him boring, like I could see that. Like I'm not the biggest fan, although Marab doesn't. I do really enjoy Marab, but like homeboy is just an elite wrestler, and if you don't train for that,
elite. If he was fucking elite, he would have fucking choked him out or crucifixed him. He couldn't even fucking sink anything fucking in. Hey, here's the thing.
No, that's jujitsu though, dude. That's jujitsu. Wrestling is having the ability to just own you, take you down. Like what happened after that was actually pretty impressive on JDM's part to not get submitted over and over for 5 straight rounds.
We see JDM didn't execute with Bilal. He was using the butterfly hooks and lifting Bilal off of him. He didn't try any of that shit with Islam. I'm telling you something was wrong. I'm telling you that wasn't something was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm open to that. That could be the case. I mean, these guys are always hurt.
Something was wrong.
Messed up, but I don't know. Maybe Islam is just that good. I don't want to give him that much credit, but I think, 2 weight class champion. I mean, goddamn, he's a monster, dude.
Nah, whatever.
No, you're not open to that yet?
No. He should have never been pound for pound. He's not even close. Yeah, I know. JDM still lost. I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious. Hopefully, the fallout of this, and maybe someone will come out. Hey, I was whatever. I was sick. I was fucking whatever. I had a broken something. But maybe Islam just wrestling alone.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
that's
about
what I mean.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, his wrestling was
better.
great. His wrestling was great. He took him down, but JDM was not himself.
Okay, I'm open to that. Yeah, let me know if you want to break it down, though, man. Break it down.
No, I'd never come on that show with that Dylan Val guy. Fuck that dude. That dude doesn't even realize Marab's the greatest ever.
He's really a piece of shit, and he's super racist. So it's really hard every show to get over that.
Yeah, when he bends the knee to Marab, I'll come on.
All right, I'll talk to him.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
JDM tried, man. There was no options. Brother has no grappling. Islam subbed Charles. Yeah. JDM is pregnant. Wow. Oh, Max. You sound like my kids. My kids thinks Peter Yan has a chance. Are you kidding me?
Isn't he washed?
He's so washed. Piotr. I like the way they say his name. Piotr. My kids think that my kids think Yan has a chance. Piotr Yan.
He beat a nobody in a 3-round decision last time.
Peter Yan.
Yeah, Marcus McGee.
Yeah, Peter.
That's hilarious.
Piotr. Yeah. He lost to Aljo, Sean O'Malley. Oh, the Aljo fight was split decision. That was a little weird. He lost to Sean O'Malley and Marab. 3 fights in a row. It did go to the decision though. That's interesting. I wonder if was that a 3-round fight when he fought Marab?
5.
Or 5 rounds. It was 5? Oh.
Yep.
He beat Yadong Song. He beat Figueiredo. That's a huge win. But he couldn't finish Marcus McGee. Wow, he beat Sandhagen too. Jose Aldo. I mean, he's got some big wins. Did he knock out Aldo? Oh, ground and pound. Wow. They should run Aljo and Peter Yan back.
You think so?
Yeah, why not? I mean, because that was the one where he kneed Aljo in the head, and Aljo fucking didn't continue the fight. Illegal knee. It was illegal knee.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he could come back down. He can come back down for it. What is Aljo? Who is Aljo going to fight next? What is that? Who is Aljo? Where's Aljo? Where's Aljo ranked? Aljamain Sterling 25-5. Oh, he beat up Brian Ortega last. Yeah, I wonder when Aljo fights next. I wonder why he's not fighting. He's the number 7th featherweight.
I don't know. He doesn't even have anything scheduled, looks like.
They should have him fight Diego Lopez. All right. Oh shit, we've been on 90 minutes.
Oops.
Oh, he lost his title to Sean. That was that fight. I actually can't believe Sean beat him, to be honest. All right. I'll be back. Dave Castro Weekend Review. Thanks for hanging out this morning, guys. Stayed up way too late last night again.
Same.
If you say to someone 1 + 1 is 2 and they say I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, 1 + 1 is racist.
I don't even know how to continue the conversation.
What do you... I don't... Why not? You don't want to just ask him why? Like, what do you mean?
I just said I said progressive politics absolves people of responsibilities, and the response was I respectfully disagree. That's all that progressive politics is. It's the government taking care of you.
Oh. Which is like, isn't that basically communism?
That is the definition of absolving people of responsibilities. Yeah. That's what progressive.
Yeah.
I want. What if you look up progressive politics? Progressive politics definition. The left-leaning philosophy, that doesn't mean anything. The reform movement that believes government and citizens can work together. There it is, right there. It's just all citizens can work together to solve social problems, improve society, address inequalities. It advocates for policies that promote social justice through government regulation. There it is.
Advocating for social reform and government action to address social, economic, and political problems rooted in the belief that society can be improved. Supports policies like economic regulation, social safety nets, environmental protection, and the expansion of civil rights and democratic participation to create a more just and equitable society.
Listen to this. Progressive successful champion reforms like income tax. That's what their key reform, the 16th Amendment.
Progressives believe the government has a responsibility to protect citizens from the negative aspects of capitalism.
Universal health care, a higher minimum wage, and action on climate change. Yeah, it's just all bullshit. What's this term I keep hearing, the woke right? I keep seeing that term on Twitter. I don't even know what that is.
I haven't heard I think I've heard that word, but I don't understand what that means.
The term woke right is a recent controversial phrase used by some political commentators to describe perceived emerging faction within the political right that mirrors the tactics and attitudes of the woke left. A focus on group identity grievance such as white, Christian, or male victimhood rather than individual responsibility. Oh, okay. Cancel culture, tactics, authoritarianism and control, rejection of liberal norms, victimhood mentality. Okay, so so it's the victim mentality on the right. That David's always thinks he's always pointing that out, Mr. Weed.
That makes sense.
Pat, that's you guys canceling everyone for being mean about Charlie Kirk getting shot. Woke right is an attempt to divide Trump's base. It's used by regime stooges and other corrupt conservatives. Okay. Starting to see. A friend of mine told me that they think, sorry, I'm not leaving yet. Trump, I haven't looked into this MRI. A friend of mine told me that they think Trump is really, really, really sick. Because he had 2 MRIs and they think something's really wrong with him. And that's why he's working as hard as he can to do as much as he can. President stuns reporters with bizarre comment about his MRI. Donald Trump claimed not to have any clue why the medical test was what the medical test was for, though he did know the results were outstanding. President Donald Trump made a baffling comment after receiving an MRI, calling into question his grasp of basic medical treatment. Shut the fuck up. Or what he could be hiding from the general public. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't think your average person knows what an MRI is for. Speaking to reporters on Air Force One on Friday, the president said that it had undergone a physical. Don't you get? Is MRI what you get when you have a broken bone, or is that an X-ray?
That's an X-ray. An MRI is like for like
Cancer?
musculature, ligaments. No, that would be like a CAT scan or a CT scan.
He predictably reported the results were extremely positive. Mr. President, can you tell us why you needed to get an MRI? A reporter asked. I understand that the results were good, but what was it for? Because it's part of my physical, he said. After some back and forth, the president broke it down for reporters. Here's what the story is. I had an MRI. The doctor said it was the best results he had ever seen as a doctor. That's awesome. Trump said, but I had an MRI as part of my standard yearly, or I think they do it every 2 years, but I have the physical every year, but the result was outstanding. Was it your brain? I have no idea what they analyzed or whatever they analyzed. They analyzed it well, the president said. Do they MRI your brain?
No. MRIs are just soft tissue stuff, like knees, elbows, shoulders, hips, ankles, wrists.
Here it says an MRI uses strong magnets and radio waves to create detailed images of the brain and surrounding tissue to diagnose conditions like tumor, stroke, or multiple sclerosis.
Oh, maybe.
Procedure can take 30 to 90 minutes. Be prepared to remove all metal objects. Oh, is that machine that makes a shitload of noise and they give you this thing if you have a panic attack to pull?
Yeah.
Oh, so it uses magnets. So if you had metal in you, it could like fucking like pull something.
Yeah, like if you have, yeah, it'll just like rip stuff off of you. Basically, it's really strong.
Miss Disseldinger, my husband had an MRI on his brain for a stroke that he had.
Oh, there you go.
MRI can be used for diagnosis of dementia and Alzheimer's. I've had many MRIs. If you need radiation on your brain, they use MRI to map out where to shoot the radiation beams. Interesting. What is a brain MRI? Brain MRI scan, also called a head MRI, is a painless procedure that produces very clear images of the structures inside your head, mainly your brain. MRI uses a large magnet. Currently, MRI is the most sensitive imaging test of your head. Some brain MRI exams use an injection for contrast. The contrast agent is often gadolinium. Tumors, inflammation, certain organs, blood supply, blood vessels. Oh, so they could have also been using the MRI to see if he has any clots anywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, they could have been looking at his ears too. I guess it studies that you can use it for the ear. Some of the conditions of brain MRI can help diagnose aneurysm, hemorrhage, encephalitis, epilepsy, brain tumors, multiple sclerosis, dementia, hydrocephalus, pituitary gland issues such as pituitary edema. Is that edema? Edema? Adenoma.
Adenoma.
Pituitary adenoma, stroke, traumatic brain injury, migraine, seizures, vertigo, hearing loss, eye exam, hormonal imbalance, hypothalamus. He's definitely getting older. He definitely looks older.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you see his eyes and you're like, damn, take a nap, bro. I've had to have them schedule me at site that I had an oversized drum tube. Never realized I was claustrophobic until they tried shoving me in the standard size one. Yeah. I didn't realize I was claustrophobic until I had my MRI. The guy's like, hey, if you panic, pull this. And I remember laughing. Like, panic, go fuck yourself. And I went in there and I was like, oh, fuck.
It's really tight.
I had 2 panic attacks, or I don't know if they were panic attacks, but that time and then another time I was going to film a huge, this is like 20 years ago, marijuana farm. And they put me in the trunk of a car to drive me there.
What the fuck?
That was fuck. And they closed the trunk and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, hard pass. No, thank you.
Oh, Pat, this isn't even true. He also canceled a bunch of his tests, finally admitting he screwed it all up. He didn't do it because of that. He's playing with the levers, dude. He's playing with the levers. You don't understand. When you're going around a turn, you take your foot off the gas. You probably, Pat, you probably use both your feet when you drive an automatic, don't you? You're that guy who you can tell on the freeway who has his brakes on and his foot on the gas, aren't you? The fuck? They're levers, buddy. They're levers. You took a little pressure off of the bananas and the coffee. That's it. A little pressure off the bananas and the coffee. Prices aren't out of control, dude. Not any more than they were 4 years ago. Levers. Yeah, levers. All right. Love you guys. Should we check the schedule?
Yeah.
I'll be back. I love having Pat back. Me too. He's the best. Pat, donate some money, dude. That'll make you complete. I want to tell you a story about an electric car, but I promised I wouldn't tell the story. Coffee Pods and Wads. Is today the 17th?
Yes. This one already happened.
Oh. Then the Sevon podcast. Then Clydesdale Media at 9:15 Pacific Standard Time. Then CrossFit Games, Sport of Fitness. Oh, that's in 2 days. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see Lucy McGonigal on there on Thursday morning. Also, I'll be back with the Dave Castro Weekend Review later on today. Send the $500 to Sevi. I sent it to your mom. Thanks. Pat Lange is the first person in history to shitpost his way to being $500 richer. Yeah, that's fucking. That is pretty cool. Yesterday, the Chicago Bears. Oh, finally, last thing. Yesterday, the Chicago Bears won in the last 4 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's they played the Minnesota Vikings, and the Minnesota Vikings came back with and scored a touchdown with 50 seconds left in the game. Something like that. Maybe a minute left in the game, and they won it. And then the Bears, maybe we can watch the kick return. I should show you the fucking kick return. The kick return was I guess the guy was I have it somewhere pretty easy to find. I guess the guy who did the kick return for the Bears is an all-pro, Hall of Famer. What I don't know what it's called.
McCarthy near stay alive, and now they're in. Point him upfield. Got it. Looking, firing, end zone. It is caught.
So there it is. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Vikings score.
Oh boy,
crazy, right? I mean, the Bears games this year have been nuts.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Bears here.
Looks for a block.
Okay, so and then here's the guy. This NFL shit always gets me in trouble. So then there's 50 seconds left.
And when you do it together in divisional game, it's as exciting as it comes.
You see the dude down there at the end of the field? He just caught the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this fucker run.
There's Devin Duvernay. Looks for a block. Oh, big room. Duvernay, look at this. Across the 50 and a huge return for.
Oh boy.
And then they get in the next 38 seconds, they get close enough, and the fucking field goal kicker comes out. The field goal kicker was 4 or 5 yesterday. Nuts.
That's impressive. Oh wow, Devin Hester, what a throwback.
Yeah, God bless Trump.
Awesome.
Gas prices are down everywhere except California. When energy costs go down, cost of everything goes down because everything requires energy. You know, there was that concern about I'll tell it like this. You know, I figured out a way to tell the story. You know, there was that concern about with electric cars that it was just a government way of controlling all of our cars so they could turn our cars off so we couldn't drive.
Sure.
Well, I had a buddy who just got a brand new electric car, and he went to a fill station the other day. And the fill station would only allow him to fill the car to 60%.
Why?
They just had a cap on it.
Too much energy?
They just had a fucking cap on it. And now my buddy hates his electric car. He was so excited.
Time to get rid of it.
He was so excited. Just got a brand new electric car, now hates it. Yeah, that's the order. That's the sequencing of shit, Pat. Energy prices come down first, and then everything else how do you think your bananas get to your grocery store? They get to your grocery store through the use of energy. Picking them takes energy, harvesting them, transporting them, the electricity in your grocery store. Yeah, the charging station. I didn't know this either. Did you know charging stations aren't free? I thought charging stations were free. I thought anywhere you saw charging stations, you just went there and you just plugged in, and it was like something that was subsidized by like Walmart or wherever you parked. And I just found out that it costs like $35 to charge an electric car.
I didn't even know that. I thought you just hooked it up and you were good. That's interesting. I didn't.
I mean, I assumed you paid for it at your house because it was your electricity.
Yeah, if you have one there.
It hasn't been a year, Pat. It hasn't been a year. It was a great move. I don't know what you're talking about. It brought everyone to the table. It was a great move. I told you guys from day one, Pat Lang is whack. All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.